All right, so if you've ever wondered what your training should look like while you're dieting, stay tuned, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. All right, so hi everybody. Thanks for joining. John Meadows here, and the question that I want to address today is how exactly should you be training while you diet for a contest? So it's almost spring here, people are starting their diets, and this is a question I've probably got it 4 or 5 times in the last week. So I want to share your thoughts on this. My thoughts are pretty different than most people. Most people, I think, just assume, well, your calories are a little lower, so just cut back on your volume and cut back on your intensity. That's the logical approach, but there's much, much more to it than that. That's a kind of a very simplistic way of looking at it. So here's the way I look at it. First of all, yes, you will be in a caloric deficit. That is required for you to burn body fat and to get in shape. There's no way around that. Now, here's what I want you to think about though, and here's what I see working with many, many people. When you start cutting out volume aggressively, when you start cutting down your intensity, when you start going lighter, your muscle density will suffer. You will get smaller. You may get a little leaner from your diet, but you'll look smaller and you'll look softer. Lighter weights do not equal a leaner, harder muscle, okay? So people are way too accepting of, well, I'm losing my strength, but that's okay, I'm dieting. That should not be your mindset. Do not accept that, okay? Here's what I want your mindset to be. I want you to look at your workout window when you train as being, that's like your holy time. You protect that. You do not accept bad workouts. You do not accept weak workouts, workouts where you run out of energy. That is not acceptable when you diet. So you're probably wondering, well, then how in the heck do I diet? Well, it's pretty simple, in my opinion. So when you set up a diet, you probably initially you have carbs spread out through different meals. And the approach I want you to think about is as you remove carbs from certain meals or fat, whether you like to remove carbs or fat, whatever your preferred method is of getting in a caloric deficit, I want you to do it in a way that you don't involve your pre, your intra, and your post-workout meals. Leave it alone, okay? If you take out your carbs pre-workout with this thought process, all of a sudden I'm going to burn a lot of fat while I train, then you're going to lose some energy because carbohydrates are a very quick, usable, easy source of energy, okay? You're not going to have as much stamina. You're going to run out of your glycogen stores are going to run out sooner. If you cut out carbs post-workout, some people are like, oh, I just cut them out post-workout. Your recovery will suffer. Your cortisol levels will be elevated. Your muscle protein breakdown, we know that through 3-methylhistidine and other markers, we know that muscle protein breakdown is reduced from insulin response from carbohydrates. So carbohydrates have a very favorable impact on recovery. And listen, if you don't believe me, then I want you to do this experiment. I want you to wake up. I want you to work out at about 11 o'clock. And I don't want you to eat any post-workout meal until 5 o'clock. And then get all your calories in for the day. So your calories will be, let's say 3,000 calories. And then I want you to do this. I want you to work out at 11 o'clock. I want you to keep a pre, intra, and post-workout meal. And intra, what I mean is something like this, recovery factor. I want you to do that, but still keep the same number of calories. If you are training hard, I 99.9% guarantee you by not eating, you're going to be more sore. And if you're way, way more sore, you've created way more muscle protein breakdown, muscle damage has not been managed at all, and you will get yourself eventually into an overtrained state. So let me back up again. So how do we do this? So you take carbs or fat, whatever you remove to get in your caloric deficit, take that away from meals that aren't in your training window. Leave that training window intact. If you do this, you should still have energy when you train. You should be able to get a good pump, and you should still recover. So just because you're in a little bit of a caloric deficit doesn't mean your recovery should just get terrible all of a sudden. Now, the other parts of the day, you may be a little tired, you may be a little miserable, but that's okay. That's all right. It's not impacting your training. The only thing I would say there is you got to be careful with laying around too much. You still want to keep moving around, moving around. That's also a factor when it comes to dieting, is just how active you are in general. And if you're just laying around the other parts of the day, then you won't be burning as much either. So when you diet, so 2 rules. Number 1, your workout window is holy. Do not drop your carbs around your training window. They serve an energy purpose and a recovery purpose. And number 2, when you're training, don't think of it as a fat burning time. Think of it for muscle preservation. Now, unless you're a beginner, you're probably not going to be able to build muscle while you're dieting. However, you should still try as hard as you can to preserve all the muscle that you can. Now, who am I talking about? Naturals or people who are not natural? This is especially important for naturals. People who are enhanced will recover better just because their protein synthesis is rammed through the roof. It's elevated from using chemicals. So for those of you guys that are natural, okay, you got to really fight to keep your muscle. Look at how hard it was to build muscle without all the advantages that the other guys have. So now you got to really fight to keep your muscle. So keep that workout window nutrition intact, okay? So now, as you go along and you get deeper and deeper and deeper into the diet, you may find that, yeah, maybe your energy will run out a little quicker. Then that's when you shorten up your workouts. When you're training, let's say you're 30 minutes into a chest workout or 40 minutes into a chest workout, you've lost your pump and now you're starting to get weak, then it's okay to leave. But don't just stop training because, well, I'm on a diet, so I can't do as much. No, push yourself, all right? And listen, at the end of a diet, when people compete or they've just done a hard diet in general, even without competing, they're always a little bit overreaching. I don't want to say overtrained, but they've always overreached a little bit. That's just the nature of the beast when you are in a caloric deficit dieting. You just get a little beat up, and you should be training really, really hard. Again, you got to preserve muscle. So as you got to get a little instinctual. As you get deeper into the diet, again, just to reiterate, if your pump goes away, if you just feel weak and everything is gone, you change. Sometimes you can change an exercise and a pump comes right back, but if you change an exercise, you still don't really feel it, then you're probably not doing a lot of good. So I'm okay with you kind of cutting your volume down and walking away because you're doing it based on your body's feedback. This is a common sense approach as you go. Now, let's say you're getting a little bit more sore. Let's say you're used to training a body part every 3 days, but you're finding that you're not quite recovered. It's okay to now train every 4 days to allow for a little extra recovery. Because what happens is when people start to lose strength and not recover, a lot of times it's just because they didn't allow the muscle to repair. And if the muscle isn't fully repaired, it's not going to be able to produce the same amount of force. And if it's not producing the same amount of force, then you're going to be weaker. And you're going to go, oh my God, I'm getting weak. No, you might not be getting weak. You just may need an extra day to recover. Okay, it may not be your central nervous system at all. It's probably not. It's actually probably the muscles just need to recover. So don't be afraid as you get deeper into the diet to give yourself an extra day. Like if you do that, like I said, a body part every 3 days, then maybe give it every 4 days. Again, don't be so quick to cut all the volume and cut all the intensity. Just move the day back, give yourself an extra day to recover, protect that workout window, and during the workout, if you just aren't feeling it, and your nutrition is bang on, then yeah, if you need to stop the workout, if it's not productive at 30 or 40 minutes, that's okay. So I'm going to leave you one final tip too. Be really careful with cardio. Cardio is a good thing. It's going to help you burn calories, just part of caloric expenditure. But if you're doing more cardio than you're actually weight training, guess what your body's going to adapt to? You're going to look like you're doing more cardio than you are weight training. So make sure in the big picture, you're doing a lot more weight training than you are cardio. Don't make your cardio this big and your weight training this big, or you'll create adaptations that'll make you great at doing cardio respiratory work, but that doesn't really help you out when you need your muscles to be big and strong and full. So I hope these tips help you out. I'm very passionate about it when people diet. I don't usually have people lose any strength until maybe the last week or two. And then it's just minimal. And I usually can keep people, as long as you're using like a good intra and their pre and post workout meals are kept intact, they're not shaved down, then they typically don't have recovery issues. And if they do, it's minimal. Maybe we just give them an extra day. So again, thanks for listening. If you like this, please subscribe and share it. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.